So he self-diagnosed himself with BPD and was like, sorry, babe, I didn't mean to crash out and call you the N-word and then laugh in your face when you told me that you got raped and say that you were a ran-through whore. My bad. It was my BPD. Where did that go? Hello? Oh, okay, here it is. Okay, so we're going to start with a little TLDR. Okay? So approximately 1 year ago, ImAllexx, YouTuber, got completely nuked off the face of the earth. Why, you ask? Because recordings were released of him beating the shit out of his girlfriend. The recordings were basically him threatening to beat his girlfriend's head in with a brick. He was saying, you know, that she was a dog and she needed to go lay down like a dog. It was alleged that he choked her and put his hand over her mouth, that he was verbally abusive. And there was a Google document that was released with pages and pages and pages and pages and pages and pages of text. All that kind of corroborate this. He broke her things. He was like super weird towards her cat. He said that he was gonna like fucking kill her cat, like crazy shit like that, okay? I will link the original Google document. I will link my initial coverage of the document, and then I will hopefully be done with the first response to this video by tomorrow. Anyway, he came back after about a year, 9 months to a year of complete radio silence, okay? These allegations dropped, and he was gone. Completely gone. Just with the wind, not posting, not texting, not tweeting, nothing. This guy was gone, okay? 4 days ago, he made a video response. This is an hour and 45-minute long video where he does not address the videos of him following her around the house, screaming at her, calling her the N-word. He does not at all address any of the audio recordings, anything like that. He basically shows the same screenshot 37 fucking times, and he flashes it like it's on screen for, I shit you not, like less than a second. So watching this video was like pulling teeth, trying to pause it so I could read each fucking screenshot. The screenshots don't say what he thinks they say. And at the very, 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 very most, I would say that both of them were kind of abusive in the relationship, but the things that he did were like beyond fucked up. Like the audio recordings alone, void or with context, absolutely fucking insane. Okay, absolutely insane. So we got this dog shit response. We didn't get fucking anything from it. The most important thing is that he alleged that his ex-girlfriend who came out with the allegations, her name was Alice, he said that she lied about filing a police report. That was proven to be false because she tweeted pictures of her emailing the police. So there was a police report filed at the very least. At the very least, there was a police report filed. And of course, cherry on top, Alice told Alex, whatever. She told Alex that she had been sexually assaulted. To Alex's response was like, oh, so basically you're a whore. Insane shit. Apparently we missed it when we were going over this, you guys, because I was skipping around because I was like, I cannot listen to this fucking brick-faced man talk anymore. Like, this is like the three-eyed monkey from Nickelodeon named Paul. I can't listen to this guy talk anymore. Apparently his defense for saying that she was ran through for being raped was that he too was raped. We missed that part, apparently. Totally missed that part. Terrible. Anyway, there are literal like screenshots of the messages where he was like, yeah, you're basically a run-through whore. Like, I don't want to hear about you fucking other guys, when she like opened up about her sexual assault to this guy. So this man can go like right in the dumpster, okay? That's where he can go. All right. So obviously this video got really bad responses, obviously, because it was fucking horrible. Swear to God, it was the same screenshot for like an hour and 45 minutes. It was fucking dog shit. It didn't do anything. Okay. So obviously in response to him crashing the fuck out, he made his own little Google document here to kind of, you know, follow up after the fact and say that Alice is full of shit and Alice is this and Alice is that. So Alice is the original girlfriend, okay? So Alex says, since my video response, Alice has posted that she filed a police report on the 27th of May, 2024. Alice says she refuses to watch my video despite making many claims about it, which are untrue. So the police report tweet here, and Alice refuses to watch my video. So let me open these. I want to make sure that these don't like actually open to like fucking porn. Hang on. Let's just be careful. Let's be careful, guys. Okay. So I showed this. This is her emailing with the police. As discussed on the telephone call, please find attached document containing the safeguarding information, blah, 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 kind regards. And then this is the police. Okay. So Kent police, Hammerford police, whatever the fuck. So this is true. This is true. She did file a police report. Whether or not anything came of the police report, we are not sure, but there was a police report that was filed. And then This is, I'm not watching his monetized video on my abusive past relationship to count as apologies towards me. I'm sorry. He also doesn't really apologize in the video either, so she's really not missing anything, to be completely honest. So let's continue. The stories that are in this report have been fabricated, as I have shown in my video. He didn't show fucking anything in his video, actually, other than the same 4 screenshots that we saw in the first 10 seconds of the video. Alice falsely accused me of pulling her to the ground and putting her in a headlock on the second day of living together in the report, despite writing in her document that it happened on the 4th. There is no evidence to back up these claims. Alice's story is untrue, and I have addressed this in my video. So let's see here. Let's go back a minute. Let's see. Let's see what we have going on here.
Threatened to sue me if I continue to tell people she had been hitting me throughout our relationship. Alice
so
says
that was the whole video. This is on normal speed. Did you guys see that? Watch how fast this fucking little bozo goes through these screenshots.
I had told my friends that Alice had been hitting me. Alice denied this on text when she found out and threatened to sue me if I continued to tell people she had been hitting me throughout our relationship.
Like, look at that. That's on normal speed.
Will contradict hers. And that is because Alice knows that our relationship is not how she has portrayed it online. Alice has lied constantly, and I can prove this with the text evidence that she is intentionally not included, as it contradicts her own story. Alice says we had a huge fight where I dragged her, covered her mouth, and put her in a headlock.
Yeah, we remember this. Yes, we remember
this.
this.
19th of October, a few days after we had moved in with each other. There are no texts from this time that even suggest that we were fighting or had been in a fight. And that's
okay. So without listening to this bozo talk anymore, he's going to show text messages from this date, and it's basically saying, what do you want for dinner? Or like, hey, like, I'm on my way over, or something like that. And so his whole thing of like, oh my God, I never beat the shit out of her, is because he's saying like, oh, you can see in the text messages that we're not texting about the fight. That doesn't mean there wasn't a fight. That doesn't prove anything, okay? I could literally get in a fist fight with, like, my wife, and that I would text her and be like, yo, like, are we going to the bar later or what? Like, that does not mean that there was not a fight, so that's bullshit. Also, I'm glad that my ad here is for single women in the Philippines. It's like, these ads are so targeted. It's crazy. Okay. I never claimed Alice didn't file a police report. Literally, he did. Okay, that's it. That's it.
This video is my response to allegations made by my ex-girlfriend Alice Hes, who I was in a relationship with for the majority of 2023. Alice hit me, kicked me, emotionally, verbally, and physically abused me, as well as threatened me and blackmailed me.
So this is on 2x speed, but again, even if I slow this all the way down, you guys, you cannot catch these screenshots. It's crazy.
Constantly throughout our relationship. Alice has continued to harass me by posting false information about me, as well as fabricating stories about our relationship online to this day. All of this will be covered in detail in this video, and for full clarity, I will be reading from a document that I've written to make sure that this is treated with the seriousness that it deserves. Since our relationship ended, Alice has lied continuously for the last 12 months. I was under a police investigation to friends, ex-girlfriends, and YouTube commentary channels. Alice has continued to make false allegations about me to this day, and said that she had pressed charges against me in a comment on TikTok.
So he's saying right here she lied and said that she's pressed charges. She literally did. Like, she filed a police report or is pressing charges. I don't know how the fuck it works in the United Kingdom, but if you file a police report, you're reporting something that, and it's discretionary if somebody wants to press charges or not. So
this is a lie, as at no point have I been interviewed, arrested, or charged with a crime. But Alice continues to slander me publicly with these lies. Alice said that future partners can check Claire's law, and later claimed she got me put down in the system, so that any future partners who know how Claire's law works can use this information to stay safe from me. The information that is accessible through Claire's law will be a criminal record, also known as a criminal history.
Keep going, because he says it again.
On the Claire's law website, which I will link in the description. Alice has said that Claire's law can be used and that I am in the system, alleging that I am a convicted criminal or that I have a criminal record. Alice also says in the same.
Also, for Claire's law, you don't have to be a convicted criminal, by the way. That is also a lie. We looked it up. Claire's law is just like a directory or whatever, where it's like, if there is rigor to the allegations, you just get put on this list. So if I like start dating Noval, if me and Noval start dating, I can like call them and be like, yo, is this guy Noval like somebody who beats the shit out of their partners? And they're like, yes or no. Okay, so you actually don't have to be a convicted criminal to be on this list.
Same messages that the police didn't do anything at all. These statements completely contradict each other, as it would not be possible for the police to have done nothing, and for the police to have put me on the system as a convicted criminal or as someone with a criminal record. Alice
or it just means that you weren't arrested. But anyway, sir.
Story continues to make no sense, as Alice later said that I was charged by police, but this would not be possible if the police never did anything at all. Alice claims she had achieved her goal of getting me put on a list accessible via Claire's law, and that she had saved people because of this. None of the statements made about the police investigation make any sense, as Alice claims she had put me on a list that would require me having a criminal record.
So there was a police, like, she did file a police report. So that's, okay, shut the fuck up. This guy's a liar. Okay. Oh, okay. It would not be possible for me to know at any point if this happened because a report isn't a proper investigation or a guilty verdict. All this does is show that there wasn't an investigation and that no charges were pressed, which is what I corrected in my video. Alice had posted that this was the case, which was untrue. Like, again, she did contact the police about the incident. Like, that did happen. Like, I don't know what to say. Whether or not the police choose to press charges or pursue anything, like, if you file the report, that's what she's claiming she did. And she did. We have confirmation that she did, in fact, report something to the police. Okay, so this is all just fucking ass. At no point have I been approached by the police or any shape or form, and yet Alice still claimed that she had pressed charges against me and had done, quote, everything that she could do despite now posting that she didn't, when she apparently had the option to take it any further, which again is the point that I made in the video. Alice has been claiming otherwise online while selling commentary channels, blah, blah, blah. This is so boring. Okay, so we already watched all of this. We're ready to watch all of this. Alex, whatever. We already watched all this. I don't give a shit. What is this, 1928? Okay. Alice has gone on to post that she never kicked me despite admitting it in this very message she is responding to. Okay, so we watched this. This was at 1928 in this video, 1928 in this video. This is where she's doing this, okay? So they're in bed. They're in bed. So this guy has a skin condition, okay? So he gets flaky, okay? He gets flaky. He needs some Neutrogena or something, okay? And she hit him with the bicycle kick to get him out of bed, okay? This isn't like violent, like breaking your arm domestic assault, okay? This is like, ew, flaky, get out of the bed kind of thing, okay? I get kicked out of the bed all the time when I'm grinding my teeth in my sleep. Welcome to a relationship, okay? When you're asleep and somebody wakes you up, you're going to be like, stop, like that happens. I steal the blankets, I grind my teeth, I snore, I move around too much in my sleep, you know, whatever the fuck. That's not crazy, so.
Alice had asked as it would have avoided her assaulting me, and we wouldn't have ended up arguing. We had also texted about this exact situation. I told Alice I didn't want to upset her. She was angry that I no longer would share a bed with her anymore because she had been kicking me and calling.
Yeah, and then he's like, oh my god, she called me fat. Oh my god, she called me fat. She called me fat. She kicked me. Like, POV, you've never been in a fucking relationship before. Babe, stop. Is not the same thing as hiya, or like shut the fuck up. Like, it's not the same thing at all. But whatever. Okay. Ella says I didn't explain the context as to why she did this, but I didn't. So the screenshot she applied to, it was due to my illness and being shirtless in bed. Yes, flaky. If you're flaking in the bed, you're getting out of the fucking bed. We've already been over this. Okay. I complained about this happening on other occasions. Alice said there was no text evidence of her kicking me. Blah 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 blah. I don't care about any of this. Since Alice posting these tweets, the later reply said that she hadn't fabricated anything when questioned Twitter inconsistencies. Alice said that she won't watch my video. We already watched that. Alice said, made a post, said, quote, he got his diagnosis after we split up and wasn't in contact anymore. So this is another thing that I thought was really funny in here. Let's see if I can find this in here really quick, because I noticed this after the fact. This guy put his like medical records on the screen. Hang on, let me see if I can find this really quick. Let's make it big. I need to be able to find this. So the claim is he was like, I have BPD, and then Alice said that I don't have BPD, and that was really fucked up of her, and blah, 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 blah. Like this kind of dumb shit. And so this guy posts on here his diagnosis, but the diagnosis is after they had broken up. So they broke up in like February. Here it is. They broke up in like February, okay? They broke up in like February. This is from like April.
Tweet stating that I do not have any trauma from our relationship together and that she never hit me. These statements are untrue, and in fact, Alice admits to slapping me and pushing me in another. Has done all of this despite claiming a series of tweets and arguing that she is an empath.
Oh, here we
I
go.
do not have BPD, also known as borderline personality disorder. Alice has even gone as far as diagnosing me as a narcissist in her document, and she claimed that she is an empath.
Also, just saying that somebody is this is something that drives me crazy. Colloquially, saying that somebody is like narcissistic does not mean that you're diagnosing them with like fucking NPD. It's not the same thing. Narcissus did not have NPD. Narcissus was just obsessed with himself. Okay, that's the difference.
I was diagnosed by my psychiatrist with what they believe.
And then so the date here is the 3rd of July. They broke up in like February. So this was after the fact. So when she wrote her original document, here, I'll make this so you guys can see it. It's right here. It's July 3rd. July 3rd. They broke up in like February, and he got diagnosed after they had been out of a relationship. So how the fuck would she know? How the fuck would she know? So he self-diagnosed himself with BPD and was like, sorry, babe, I didn't mean to crash out and call you the N-word and then laugh in your face when you told me that you got raped and say that you were a ran-through whore. My bad. It was my BPD. And then she was like, you don't even have BPD. And then he got diagnosed in July when they broke up in like fucking February, dude. What the fuck? Okay, cool. Alice has also made a post saying he got his diagnosis after we split up and we weren't in contact anymore. I made it clear in the video that I was not diagnosed at the time. He literally didn't!
Believe to be emotionally unstable personality.
He's literally saying...
I now lied about publicly. Alice also posted a series of tweets and argument on Twitter, stating that I do not have BPD, also known as borderline personality disorder. Alice has even gone as far as diagnosing me as a narcissist in her document.
She's saying that I'm not BPD. Bitch, you weren't. I mean, obviously, like, if you're diagnosed with something, you still have it. But, like, she wouldn't have known. She doesn't have a crystal ball. She doesn't have an orb that allows her to peer into the fucking future. She's not a fucking time traveler. Obviously, this is totally... Oh, my God. I hate this guy. I hate this man. I don't even want to read this anymore. This makes me angry, okay? I made it clear in the video that I was not diagnosed at the time that Alice is spreading false information, which I had to correct publicly as it's not true. I am not comfortable with my personal information being speculated on publicly by my ex-girlfriend who is no longer in my life. But due to the constant posts Alice was making about me, I felt I was forced to correct this. And then, so, yep. Regardless, this is an excuse for my behavior, which I made clear in the video. Literally, you didn't make it clear in the video. Where I openly discussed being verbally abusive towards her with my psychiatrist. I apologize.
and she claimed that she's an empath. I was diagnosed by my psychiatrist.
Alex engaged well with the interview. Good relationships maintained through the assessment. He spontaneously asked questions when asked at the time of the interview. Mood appeared to be blah, blah, blah. Okay, so risk safeguarding, risk to self, past binge drinking, risk to others, denied present history of physical aggression, past history of verbal aggression to former girlfriend, no risk, past relationship with abusive partner. Okay, so after the fact, sure. That doesn't mean anything because you're literally doing this to be like, told you so, bitch. This is your gotcha. Okay, that's what that is, okay? Alice has since posted, I guess it's round 2, but this is not a situation that I take lightly, and I have no interest in continuing any of this further publicly after I post this. Yeah, we'll see about that. I have read many comments about how this should have been privately, and I agree. I only made my response because I was forced to due to the constant lies that were posted about me and still being posted to me about this day that I had not responded to for the past year. Should have stayed gone. Alice had planned this document since January and had been blackmailing me throughout the relationship. And the blackmailing that he's talking about is she's saying like, oh, you're doing this, I could sue you for that. That's blackmail, apparently. And again, if you want to watch this guy's response, do it. This guy machine guns out fucking screenshots, and not a single one of them is there blackmail, gaslighting, abuse, manipulation. It's all fucking lies. It's all fucking lies, okay? Alice always intended to publicize a false version of an incredibly toxic and abusive relationship, and I apologize for my involvement in that, as it could have been prevented. There's no excuse for how I reacted to the environment that was created. As shown in my video, Alice would go through my phone throughout our entire relationship, which prevented me from being able to speak to anyone or record any of the events that transpired when I tried to leave. I should have done more to end our relationship at the time. And then again, I'm not going to get out the document. I'm not going to do it. This man was texting her upwards of 70 text messages a day to no response to get her to try to respond. He was sending her love letters in the mail. He was ordering her shit on Amazon. He was fucking begging on his hands and knees. He sent like a 30-minute voice memo of him fucking crying, begging for her to come back. Okay, sure, Jan. Oh, the video was not monetized by me, and I have made it clear in the description of the pinned comment. It was claimed due to multiple TikTok lip sync videos that Alice made about me and the abuse, images attached below. It has since been brought to my attention that Alice is deleting comments and has privated her Instagram and TikTok comment sections due to the harassment online. I would appreciate it if people would not attack anyone I have mentioned, as that was not my intention when I posted the video. His defense was like, Your Honor, she be lying. Your Honor, she's a whore and she lies. That was his whole defense. Obviously, people are going to go and fuck with her. Like, this guy is so fucking stupid, dude. Fuck this guy. I would like to say thank you to those who have supported me through all this. It doesn't go unnoticed. Honestly, this ImAllexx guy is like straight fucking garbo. Like, I truthfully think that the whole purpose of this video, the reason that this is an hour and 45 minutes long, and he waited a year to put it out, is so everybody forgot. Like, recency effect. You don't remember what was in the original Google document, and you don't have the patience to sit through a 140 or an hour and 45 minute long video where you have to pause it literally every 0.5 seconds to like fucking read the screenshots that he's posting, and it's the same one that he's already posted 10 fucking times. Posted 11, maybe I'll believe you. I don't know. Like, this guy, I cannot like fathom like why he thought this was a good idea. I have said before, and I will say again, I will use my powers for evil if the price is high enough, okay? Whoever helped him write and draft this apology fucked him royally. And it's truly tragic to behold, because there are people dumb enough that he could weasel his way out of this. He could have done it. He just did like a terrible fucking job. And it's very sad to me. It's very, very sad to me, because like I could write a better apology in my sleep, which is the saddest thing to me. And again, it's even extra sad because people fuck with it, right? Like, people are like, oh, this is so base. He's so honest. He's just sorry. Like, he's being so transparent and open and honest and blah, 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 blah. And it's like, no, he's actually not. He's being a snake and a weasel and a fucking liar. And anybody who has two eyes can see that. It's just pathetic. It's just pathetic. Gen Z is cooked, dude. Gen Z is cooked. They couldn't fight their way out of a paper bag. It's truly fucking tragic. It's truly fucking tragic.